You mentioned milonga.
I mentioned the milonga, yes, because I am in love with tango.
Tango.
And I had never even heard the music properly before. And I'm a musician.
Uh-huh.
And so as I was wandering the streets as a tourist when I first got here, I kept hearing this music. And I thought, that must be tango. There's some really nice stuff there. And then it occurred to me, as any self-respecting tourist would, that while I was in Buenos Aires, I would take some tango lessons. So I duly found a teacher who spoke English, because at the time I didn't speak a word of Spanish, and took some lessons with him. And for 6 lessons, I stood there and thought, you have to be kidding. You have to be kidding. I can't balance on one leg. I can't do this. I can't do that. I've never danced before, apart from a tiny bit of flamenco for a career thing. So I was thinking, well, at least I've got a story to tell. But then on the 7th lesson or something like that, he said, okay, and now we're going to try close embrace. And he said, are you okay with that? And I thought, what's not to be okay? You know, handsome young man, you know, this sort of thing. But it was very hot. And
he was very hot.
He was very, yes. He was a lovely, lovely, lovely man. But we had no air conditioning.
Ooh.
We had music but no air conditioning, and apparently there are ladies who, at the slightest drop of sweat, just sort of faint and run away. I'm not one of them. So anyway, he put on the music, and it was Valle Blanca by Carlos Di Sarli, and he said, okay. And he took me into his arms in the close embrace, and I felt the energy pass between our bodies. And I fell in love with tango at that moment. And then carried on taking lessons, went out to a few milongas, and was awful. I couldn't dance for toffee. I really couldn't dance. But I kept wanting more. I kept wanting to learn more. Yeah. Because by that time, I'd fallen in love not just with tango, but with the Argentinian people.
Oh.
I'd got to know a few people and just thought, these are some of the nicest people I've ever met.
Are you familiar with the lyrics? Do you try to understand the lyrics of some of the popular songs?
Yes, because tango music for me, as a classical musician, is fascinating. And as somebody who had to sing modern music, which I hated, the fact that there are these beautiful melodies and gorgeous orchestration, and it's all in 3 minutes, so it's quite easy for a classical musician to just, yes, I know this, and this goes, and I just love the form. And as I started listening to more and more tango, I would get taken by one particular song, and I would note what it was, and I have a book in which I write the lyrics, and then I translate them for myself.
Oh, cool.
Writing the lyrics myself helps, and translating them for myself helps. The first several tangos are annotated almost every word in English because I didn't speak Spanish. And obviously I still have to look up lunfardo words or ask a friend now.
Sure.
But it means that I have a book of the tangos that are personal to me, the ones I fell in love with. And sometimes, I have to admit, knowing the lyrics doesn't necessarily help. There's one particular tango by Di Sarli again, called Tormenta, and you can feel, okay, this is deep emotion. And then I looked up the lyrics, and they just tore my heart. And for months, I could not dance that tango without tears streaming down my face.
Tormenta, it's called.
Mm-hmm.
By who?
Well, the music, this particular version is by Di Sarli.
Di Sarli.
And it's beautiful. But it's a man crying. It starts aullando en el relámpago, so screaming into this storm to God, saying, why am I living like this? Why am I trying to be pure and good when I can see that the evil people are living better than I am? And why is it that I can't get on in life because I never learned to steal?
It makes me want to cry.
I know. It makes me want to cry still.
I feel like crying. Bring me a tissue. Put
Sorry
on some
about that.
Tango. Oh,
Don't cry in the microphone.
I need
as
a
long
drink.
as you, whatever you do.
I need a drink.